Oh, I already have it. Perfect.
Okay, looks like everything is working.
That's good.
Oh, there is way too many spells to pick from.
You'll have time.
We're probably not going to be using any of them tonight, so.
Oh, of course not. This is just so many.
Oh no.
Hmm?
All right. So, welcome everybody to the new game. So,
The timing was just perfect on that spar.
Hmm? Oh, what?
He,
What did I?
he posted in Friday game. Apparently, I went live at the same time as Iron Mouse.
I know we're. But anyway. So, welcome to the new game, everybody. So, first things first. I normally don't do a session 0, but everyone's going to need to kind of understand how the spaceship works. So that's why we're doing it. Then we'll go over a little backstory stuff and then kind of like, you know, figure out how we're all meeting up and stuff, and then we'll get that done.
Mm-hmm.
So if you open up your character sheets, third tab over, however you set it up, there should be a Starship tab.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Now we're going to be building off of this. And I will just be going through the book step by step. All right?
Okay.
So, first things first, we're going to determine our starship. Yep, we're going to determine our starship, build points, and concept. So basically, we're going to need a ship that fits at least 6 people, right? Up to a
Yeah.
max or minimum. And our build points, and then we'll fill in the details as we, get there. So, first things first. Um, so we know what we need. We'll figure out the concept of exactly how we want our starship to appear and stuff. So our build points are going to be 135. Basically, it's all your. Basically, I had to add all your character levels up and divide by the number of characters, which so happens to be the same. So we are tier 5. So we're going to be a tier 5 ship
Okay.
at 135 build points. So tier 5, boom. All this other stuff will fill out as we go. So, next thing is we need to select a frame. So let me check Archives of Nethys Starship. Well, it'd help if I spell it correctly. Starship. Let me double check. Rules. Building a starship. That's the rules we need. Okay. That
It says
is.
it's on 294, but
I already have the book open to the page.
let me see.
Okay. Let me.
Starship scale.
Declan said he's still sick and will not be showing up tonight.
Got it. No problem.
Sucks. Okay.
Okay. Well. Building a starship. They don't have indirect. Let me see if I can.
Okay, well, Racer's out.
Yep.
We need a minimum crew of 6.
I was looking
ones
at
I-
Explorer.
So explorer, transport, destroyer, and technically a heavy freighter can be used. So we have 4 options as far as I can see them. Explorer, 55
transport.
hit points, good piloting. Mounts has 1 light, has 4 light mounts, expansion base 4, and then cost of 12. Transport, HP of 70. CT is 14. Forward arc is a heavy or light. Heavy light. Aft arc 1 light and 2 turret lights. It's 5 expansion base, cost 15. You guys could technically run a destroyer as well.
I was gonna say because we're probably gonna be pirates, right? That's how.
Yeah.
This is shit about.
That is a large ship. So
Yeah, I think Destroyer would be too big.
okay, so looks like we're deciding between an explorer or a transport, or a light freighter. So the light freighter is a max crew 6, cost 10, HP 40. Forward arc is 2 lights. Port arc 1 light. Starboard arc 1 light. Expansion base 3. Cost of 10. So basically, if we're eliminating the large ones, transport's going to cost the most at 15 with the more expansion base for more things you can add in it.
And what cost do we have to spend?
135.
Okay.
You could technically do a destroyer or a heavy freighter if you wanted a large ship, but it will cost more. The destroyer is a 30 and the heavy freighter is a 40 cost. But obviously bigger and, other things.
If we don't want to do a large for whatever reason, then I say transport.
it's up to you guys. Let me know, like, discuss it among yourselves for a minute, and then let's get this. We'll make a decision. So
I'm still thinking explorer because it would be easier to move it around because
So what turn 1 and turn 2 mean
it takes
is
2 turns to move.
it takes two hexes to turn, and one, obviously a turn is 1 hex. Like each hex it'll take. So the explorer will take 1 hex, and you could do like a pivot turn basically. But a transport takes 2 hexes to make a turn,
Yeah.
essentially.
My only thing is the weapon mount. Because we get a heavy on the transport.
That's true.
And it would give us an extra bay. But I do see what you mean. It depends on like what are we
Do we
are we
wanna be
planning on murdering people or not? This is really the question. Are we running away or are we murdering?
You did say we're gonna be pirates, so
Pirates,
murdering's kind of in the
but
territory,
but
right?
if my character is going to be the captain, then I am chaotic neutral. I'm not going to be going out just killing people for the fun of it, but I might take their stuff.
True.
Yeah, and
But
I represent an organization, so not exactly out there looking to murder people.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, we're
So what
obviously
I'm
going to be
hearing
getting into
is you want
fights.
more. We might
depends. Do you
want
guys
more.
want a faster turn? It's gonna have less HP by the rules book.
I
Well,
kind
if
of
we're not planning on getting in too many fights, HP won't matter too much. I think more maneuverability is better.
here is the page for anyone that's looking for it. I
Thank you.
kind of like Explorer. Because it fits more thematically than a transport ship, and I like the turning and maneuverability.
Yeah.
And I think that's
I'm
plenty of
pretty sure we
weapons.
can always upgrade the armor on it, right? And stuff.
And we could always upgrade to another ship, presumably. But
Later on,
True.
yes.
as far as having more weapons, I don't think we're going to have that many gunners anyway. So
Yeah.
that's not really a big deal.
I
Well,
just
he was
meant
just
it has
saying
a
we have a
heavy.
heavy.
It does
Yeah,
have one
like
heavy, but again, I feel like that's not that big of
Okay.
a deal. Granted, I haven't looked anything at it, so I don't know the difference, but yeah.
So
I was just like sheer damage output was what I would.
We could
I
always
was.
upgrade to a different ship later on that has a heavy too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
pretty sure there is.
it sounds as if I'm outvoted at this point. Unless Fei Wei is with me on the damage.
Bailey, what do you think?
I hear nothing.
I mean, I have like no experience in this, so
Same.
It's
I
more
mean,
of conceptually what you want. Do you want to have a heavy weapon on your starship, or do you want to be more maneuverable slightly?
yeah, generally.
well, if we're more maneuverable, wouldn't that also mean that we could theoretically dodge more hits? Or is that not how that works?
That's a little different. I think. Okay, it doesn't quite dodging doesn't quite work the way you think it does.
Uh-huh.
It adds AC. There's a maneuver for that, I'm pretty sure.
What determines Starship AC? Is my next question.
Oh, on it, it's pilot. It's
Armor,
it's
Armor
10
size,
plus
and
plus.
pilot.
Yep.
so depending on who's piloting depends on how good of dodging we have.
Yep.
I'm guessing the bigger you are, the easier you're to hit.
Well, because it doesn't add a if you're average, it adds +0. If you're good, it adds +1. You see?
Yeah.
And like a large will like if you're larger, you get a minus to AC, but if you're like average, it's a 0. If you're small, it's a +1. So
Well, both of these are the same size, right? They're both medium.
yeah, they're both
They're both
medium and
So that's
average.
fine.
So you're not gonna do the only difference is it's a slight amount of health between the two, and more expansion bays, and like one more expansion bay and like a heavy weapon.
Hmm.
So heavy weapons are like a gravity gun, heavy EMP, laser array cannon, laser net, a mazer, particle beam, persistent, and like a plasma cannon. And then there's like rail guns, twin lasers. There's some tracking weapons too that can be fitted there.
Yeah, the other thing with the transport, it does have a heavy weapon on the front, but that relies on us being facing towards the enemy. And if it takes us 2 turns to face towards them,
No, turns are relative to. It's not like turns, Feiwei. It's hexes.
hmm,
What it's meaning is it takes 2 hexes to make a turn, not 2 actual turns.
I can
okay.
read it real quick. I'm looking at it, Ken, if you want.
Yeah.
While moving, a starship can make turns, altering its forward movement directions, firing arcs, and shield quadrants. One turn changes a starship's forward facing by 60 degrees, or one side of a hex. Each round in which a starship turns, it must move a certain number of hexes before each turn. Determined by its maneuverability, see the table below. For example, a starship with average maneuverability making 2 turns in a round must move at least 2 hexes before its first turn, and at least 2 more hexes before its second turn. If a starship has perfect maneuverability, the distance between its turns is 0. The ship can make 2 turns for each hex that it moves, allowing it to turn around in a single point. The number of turns per round a starship can take is limited only by its speed and maneuverability. Turns don't count towards a starship's movement speed. If a ship with average maneuverability has a speed of 8, it can usually turn a total of 4 times during a single round. A ship's maneuverability also modifies piloting checks for it. It's got clumsy, poor, average, good, perfect on the
Yeah.
table.
So basically, the only difference is it'd take you an extra hex to make that little 60-degree turn.
So basically we would
That's
go
it.
forward 2 hexes, then we would go up, but then we could go like up left 1.
Basically, at this end of the second hex, you'd be turned slightly.
Okay.
That's all that would do. A turn 1 would be 1 turn. Next one, turn.
Right,
That
so
type of thing.
So it's like
right,
instead of
the turning arc rather than
yeah, so it's
It's like a
while
turning
moving
arc.
forward.
Yeah. Because
How
you're only
many
moving
squares
forward.
forward you have to, or hexes forward,
I do
you have to
believe there's a
move
way to
before
move
you turn to the
backwards.
side.
Mostly you're just going to move forward and turn, or like do like a Yui as a maneuver.
Unless you have perfect maneuverability, and then you can go whichever direction you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which none of these will.
Yeah, no.
If you're running a fighter, yeah, you'll be able to like turn in place, essentially.
Yeah, you need to be on something really small. Jeez.
Yeah, like a shuttle or like a racer or an interceptor.
Can we buy miniature ones that we can get in and fly outside of our ship in?
Potentially, but that would cost a lot more,
Eventually,
I would
yeah.
assume.
Well, no, that would
Eventually. Let's go with
be.
eventually.
I mean,
Mhm.
that sounds pretty kick-ass, not gonna lie.
Oh,
I believe that is one of
100%.
the expansion bays you can get for a thing.
I'm down. You flipped me. I like the extra maneuverability.
Okay, so we're gonna go with a medium, and the frame will be Explorer. Okay. So, So for the Explorer, medium frame, good, HP 55 plus an increment of 10.
Oh, can we be pulling
Okay.
sick drifts?
Hell yeah.
Multi-track drifting.
Multi-star drifting.
Would that be hull points on this
Yeah,
page?
I think that is what it would be. So I think it'd
That's what the HP is.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it would be 65 because at a tier 4 ship you get a HP increase.
Okay.
So
I
it
do
would
not see that.
technically be
Where is the
Oh,
hole?
there it is. There. It's beneath the AC and the TL, to the right, like to the direct right of the stabilizer.
Yeah, on the
shield.
tab with the spaceship, hull points is on the right side.
Mhm.
So it would be technically a 65. Right. I think speed is calculated a different way.
DT is nothing. CT is 11.
I'm not seeing it.
CT is
Oh,
14.
no. Never
Yeah,
mind, I see it.
DT's 14?
Mm-hmm.
DT is 14.
DT is 0.
Wait,
It says CT 11.
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
DT is 0.
DT
oh yeah,
0, CT 11. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I can't even put anything in CT.
Right, we'll deal with that in a minute.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
All right. So it doesn't do anything about speed. So the next thing, we're going to select a power core. So first things first, we selected the Explorer, which is a cost of 12. So I'm going to minus 12 to 135. That's going to bring us to 123. All right, let's grab a power core, shall we?
Let's see, where would... Okay, right.
All right.
Power core is the most important system on a ship as it provides power to every other system. Blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
Medium and large starships can be fitted with extra power core housing with expansion bays.
Mhm.
Um,
Huge usually have 2. Gargantuan
so
3.
why would you want multiple?
I
In
guess
case one
as
goes
backup.
down.
Yeah.
Just like a backup, like... Just
Like a
like how hospital has like a backup generator in case of a power cut.
Yep.
They say
So
they
a
all have a
hangar,
backup battery system, but maybe if one is destroyed,
Yeah.
like completely destroyed.
so hangar bay. Yeah, you can. Hangar bays are on gargantuan or larger ships, so you have to upgrade eventually to get hangar bays.
Oh, darn.
Which we can work out how we do that over the campaign.
Okay, so what is I think on this page it's pretty easy to tell what size is and cost is obvious. What is PCU?
That is the power
Power
core.
core units, I guess, but what is
Power
that
core
used
unit.
for?
I
That
guess it's
is
determining how
for
much power it can output.
Yeah, so I
Okay,
that is
imagine.
determining the
like a
total
power
amount
source on a
of
computer
power.
then.
Yeah,
Like
I imagine. I imagine
yeah.
like the systems that we get will have certain denominations of power requirements.
Like a computer, there's a PCU 10 up to a PCU 35 or
Mm-hmm.
45. So that
Okay.
takes them a certain amount of power. Same
Okay.
thing with like your thrusters will take a certain amount of power. And your thrusters are going to indicate what speed you move at. So
I say arc is ultra, or no, arc is maximum.
gives you a 200 for 20.
Or
Right
actually,
to
Arc
the
is
top.
or the Pulse Blue.
200. Yeah, Pulse Blue is 2 for 20. They're basically the same.
Yeah, it's just it just costs. I think it costs less, right? The Pulse
No,
Blue.
it's the
Or no,
same.
no, it's
No,
same. Yeah.
they're the exact same.
They're the
No, it
same.
seems
Well,
like
okay, well,
it seems like the
but-
cost is pretty consistent across the
Yeah.
board.
Yeah, just the difference in what ships that they can go on.
Yeah. I would say.
I mean, like depending if we do end up just upgrading to a larger ship, not that I don't imagine how that cost differential works, but
I mean,
Arcus Maximum.
I'm partial to the name Nova, so
Yeah, sure thing, Sun Puncher.
Ooh, the
actually
Nova
has nothing
Heavy.
to do with Sun Puncher.
no, the heavy.
Nova
I'm
Heavy?
cool with it.
I really wish I had named the character Nova, but it was like a month after making the character that
The
I
Nova Ultra for only 30 more, you get 300, or 10 more, you
More.
get 300.
yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna, but I can't fit.
Again, the thing is I don't know how much we're gonna need
We can always
the
kind of like go
BP.
back.
Yeah.
We can always go back.
We can circle back on this and see, like, do we have access?
Well, if you want, let's pick a power core and then we can like balance PCU, and then we can kind of go back and be like, do we want to upgrade it or downgrade it? Can add the points to fit.
Yeah, because
Uh,
imagine weapons probably have their own power needs as
Yeah,
well.
I mean, everything.
Everything is going to pull from this PCU total.
Mhm, yeah.
So I would say Nova Ultra for now. Then
I'm good with
Yeah.
that. That's what I
Yeah,
was like.
that's
Nova
fine.
Ultra, got it. So
I
that's
will.
going to be 30. And
But if
now
you had
I'll
been
put the
if you had been named Nova though, and
300.
we bought that, I would say, like, no, you have to be a mechanic now.
So that's going to bring us down to 93 points. 123 minus 30. And then we're going to put the core.
Well, I wanted to, I would have named Sun Puncher Nova instead, but it wasn't until like a month after I made the character that I had that desire due to other unrelated things.
Okay. So the next thing we want to select is our thruster.
Wait,
Okay.
where did that go?
Okay. In systems.
Yeah, on the Starship page,
Okay,
you scroll
I
down.
see.
Yeah.
So in systems, we're
No
gonna
balls.
choose our thrusters. And now basically in there. Yep, perfect. So we now have thruster options. Now each of these will have different like speed and hexes you can use. So we need to pick medium thrusters. So we're looking at M thrusters right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some will have a cost of like if you want a really slow thruster, one is costing you can only move 4 hexes, but it has +2 piloting and a cost of 40. And it goes up to looks like a 12 hex
Yeah.
for a cost of 6, but it pulls 80 PCU.
Okay,
And a
so
negative
since we have a
1
medium shift, there's only
piloting
5
bonus.
to pull from.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm thinking the M8. It's kind of in the middle.
Yeah. I was thinking either like a 6 or an 8.
Mm-hmm. 6 to 10 would be like the
Sweet spot.
sweet
looks
spot,
like.
I think.
Yeah.
4's too
I just
small,
went 8
M's
for
too
the middle.
bad. 8's in the middle. I'm good with 8.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Everyone good with 8?
Okay.
So
How does the piloting check work? Does it take like does it roll like whoever's piloting the ship and then plus whatever piloting bonus we have on the ship as well?
yes.
Okay.
It is basically an opposed piloting check.
Hmm.
how combat starts every round is an opposed piloting check.
To see who goes last.
You want to go last.
You want to be able to react.
So yeah.
Whatever that last field is on the right of thruster, I can't do anything with. I can't change it.
Yeah, I can't either. It's
Yeah.
weird.
It
So we're
says
going to
Starship
go
Thruster
M8.
Pilot Mod, which is 0 anyway, so there's no reason to change it.
I have PCU on the far end.
No, I hover over it and it says Starship Thruster Pilot Mod is what that field is.
Huh.
That would be the
Oh.
pilot's modifier, right?
Yeah,
that's
The piloting.
modifier. That'd be 0.
because
so
if you
leave it at loop.
hover over it, it shows what the name of the field is.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. So the next thing we need to start choosing, and the PCU pull on that one is 60. Okay.
Yep.
I'm just gonna start naming them. Thrusters 60.
I'm writing everything down as well.
Okay, I'm gonna do like a total. So
doesn't-
that's 300.
It doesn't have anywhere where we can put. I guess we just have to.
I'm
Just put
mapping
units
it
here.
out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm writing it down in a notepad.
I have a piece of paper in front of me. So
This is
all
how
right.
much. This is how much it is costing the.
The power supply.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now we select the power core. We selected thrusters. We need to add the other systems. So we need to spend our remaining build points, which I need to minus those build points really quick as well.
Should have 89.
Thrusters were a 4 cost. Yep. Yep, we're at 89 total. All right, so what we have other systems, armor, and you defensive countermeasures, expand drift engines, which you will need a drift engine.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. It's not that type of drift.
We need a drift engine. Please buy one. Make sure we're getting one.
I think there's only
Yeah.
2 options, isn't there?
Oh, it's
Looks like it.
maximum size,
There's-
so
Right.
Wait, how much points have we used up so far?
we have 89 remaining.
30 for the power module.
12 for the frame and 4 for the thruster?
Yep.
Okay. Let me make sure I got it right.
Like, which thruster did we end up picking?
M8.
So do we
M8.
want to select the drift engine now?
What,
I think we need
8.
the drift engine
Right.
first.
It's just multiple people talked at once. So.
Yeah, I know.
Drift engines.
Yeah, there's
5.
Let's see what size category is. Major,
We can pretty much
semi-major.
pick any of them.
Yeah, you can pick. You don't have to pick the medium, huge, or large. You can do a basic if you want.
This is for the drift engine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I was thinking the booster.
times 5. It fits into a huge.
It looks like it doesn't have a direct PCU cost, but it has to have you have to have the PCU to cover it.
Yeah.
Minimum PCU.
We can afford it. Or we'll be able to run any of them.
Yeah, but which one do you want to run? Because
Mhm.
your medium ship is going to be 3 times whatever the number.
Well, I think
It's
this
going to
only
cost
matters.
15.
This only matters if
And
we're interacting with the drift, and I don't know how much your setting will be interacting with the drift.
He's emphasizing it pretty hard, so I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Well, considering the
We're gonna
last
get
campaign
not too bad again.
took place almost entirely in one city on one planet,
You
aside
haven't-
from the
I think it's-
vacation episode.
I think
You-
he's switching
you-
it up for this one.
You
I think
haven't
he was
been in my
giving-
other campaigns where I've literally had the be a thing.
Had the what?
Had the what?
The warp.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
the warp disappeared. It did not come through Discord.
Yeah, the warp. Anna and Alex will know all about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if we pick signal
I'm thinking
booster,
booster. Yeah.
the minimum PCU is 100, and the cost would be 15.
Mm-hmm.
3 times what?
3 times the
Five.
size category of our
5.
ship.
Yep.
So, or 5 times the size category of the ship, which is 3.
Signal booster. Check.
So, I mean, if everyone agrees with that, it's something that I think even by the description I don't particularly understand. So,
It's I'm gonna use the drift to get us to different areas of space.
okay.
So it'll affect like your travel times and things like that.
Drift engine.
So that's gonna be 15. So we're gonna minus that. That's gonna bring it down to 74.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So now all this other stuff, such as shields, computers, you could always get something that's a basic computer that's 000 all the way across the board. Armor, same thing. 1 time size category. You add a +1. All that other stuff. What do we want to do first? Do we want to hit weapons? Do we want to hit armor? Computers?
Computers, I think we should just do basic for now.
I disagree with the amount of people that are probably going to be doing computer shit in here.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
how
we
much
can
do you
always
trust
upgrade
your
it.
own? How much do you trust your own bonuses? And how much you can always upgrade later is a thing. Such as when you guys level up, your ship technically levels up too in build points. So, got to remember that.
We could always come back if we have extra and put more into computers and stuff too.
I mean,
Mhm.
at the very least, we could just get an MK1 mono node. Costs literally 1.
Where
Good.
is where is computer on the website?
Well, it's. I
Are you
wish
in the
you guys all
Starship
had a copy
section?
of the book. To be honest,
I will link it in Friday game.
perfect.
Yeah, Faye, we got it.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm.
I just
Maybe
don't
we're gonna have-
understand what the bonuses are.
Bonuses are to your rolls.
+1/+1. I guess that's for wait.
2 rolls.
there's-
Dual note. It adds. You can add for 2 different rolls. It can add a bonus.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
hold on. How many people have computers?
Out of everybody,
How many people are going to use the computers? Is the better question.
3 of us have computers trained.
I do, and I'm the captain, so I probably should, assuming that we're going with that. I'm sort of assuming that. I don't want to take it over
wait.
if anyone else wants to.
Excuse
You
me.
can have captain.
Yeah.
4 of us have
Yeah.
computers trained. Excuse me.
This is all I'm saying. Is that
Yeah, it sounds like getting a good computer is a pretty good option. And I mean, I think the Mark 1 is a pretty cheap option to go with for now. And like Anna said, if we have extra, we can come back for it.
Yeah, I think, and having at least something better than just a basic computer.
Like the Mark 1 Tetranode is 4 nodes. Costs
Yeah,
4
that costs you
BP,
4.
10 PCU.
But remember,
that's
you
what
still
I'm saying? The
got-
Tetra node.
But you also have countermeasures, crew quarters, or expansion bays,
We still got a lot of stuff to get through.
Yeah, which is why I'm going with
Weapons.
something that's still a pretty cheap BP because it's only 4 points.
Okay.
Actually,
always
Wait,
I
we
say
should just
Trino because we probably don't need all 4 people doing a computers thing at once, but like having at least 3 people with the +1 bonus to a computer check, I
Yeah,
don't
Okay.
think that's bad.
because there are 4 of us that have computers, but are all 4 of us going to be using it at the same time?
What were you going to say, Nat?
I was just
Sorry.
saying we could just go with basic for now. We can always just come back once we got everything else.
True.
I'm saying at least MK1.
Yeah, I think at least a Mark 1 Trinode sounds good. And if we want to improve it, we can do that later.
I mean just an MK1 mono node. That just costs 1.
Well,
I
you draw
agree.
from your PCU, so. Okay.
Yep.
I think it's 2 votes for each. Nat, I think you're the tiebreaker.
What do you want, Nat?
Yeah, I don't really care, to be honest.
All right.
Ship decide. Whichever one it drifts
Just
closer to.
saying.
I'm
We
just
already
gonna
used
roll
half
a.
of our
I'll just
PCU.
roll. I'll roll a D2 and then like 1 for like mononode and 1 for 2 for trinodes.
Fair enough.
So
Mononode it
that's
is.
the Mark 1 mononode.
It's the same PCU as the Trino.
Yeah, but it costs only 1.
And we can always circle back and upgrade it.
Okay.
I'm just saying at least a mono node, so we have a some kind of bonus for somebody.
Yeah.
Instead of a basic computer where it's nothing.
I was saying the basic because do we really need a bonus right now when we have 4 people trained in it?
One people
Well,
could be all the difference.
I mean, the thing is, we're probably going to be going up against people that are also trained in it and have these bonuses.
It is our roles. This is my thing. It's our roles. This is what we're talking about.
It's your skill check roll.
It's our roles, and I'm here.
Yeah, you know what? That does make sense. Roll20 does hate us.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, we had
so-
that time we got crits down to 16.
That is true, but I don't have that skill anymore.
All right. Want to just go down the list, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay, crew quarters. Do you want common, good, or luxurious?
Common.
Yeah, common will do.
Sounds good.
Oh, these peasants.
Listen, we can upgrade later.
Good is 2 points. Luxurious is 5. But anyway, defensive countermeasure.
Oh boy, chaff.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where do we?
We should definitely be doing this. I feel like if we're not going to invest in weaponry as much, and if we're going to be flying around, we definitely want this type, right?
Where do we put the crew quarters?
You're just you can put it in.
Because
I'll put it in notes, I guess, or
Yeah.
cargo and passengers, crew quarters.
Yeah, that's good. All right, cool. All right.
BP costs 0.
Yep. It does not cost anything. So, defensive countermeasures. Protect a ship from tracking weapons such as missiles, making difficult for enemies to reach a solid lead on the ship.
Read
on the ship. Via compute. They do this via complicated electronic sensors.
I would say an MK8.
Ooh.
I mean, that's right in the
Yeah.
middle again. So
I like going in the middle if you haven't noticed.
18 build points with 71 left. with weapons, armor,
71. We have 70.
expansion base.
We have
We have
73 left.
74 left.
73. You had the computer. You're right.
Oh,
73.
that's right. Yep.
You still have security, sensor.
We can always adjust down in places if we need to.
Shield,
Yeah.
weapon.
I will say, like, if there's, let's just look ahead real quick at the things. I see drift engines, expansion. Well, we already did drift engine.
Drift engines.
There's the expansion bays, the interstellar drives, other systems, power cores.
Get a
Like,
self-destruct.
like I guess security and sensors and stuff of our shields, yeah, we'll want to shell out on, but the other stuff, I feel like us not dying from getting hit a bunch is kind of important.
Yeah.
I,
We
I
could
think
always.
this and shields are probably the two more important ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what weapon costs are. They're not too
Sensors
bad.
might be kind of important too. Just saying.
Well, remember, you have
Yeah,
like
For
remember,
light
you have,
weapons, they
like,
range from
4
like 2 to
weapons.
15.
Remember, you have like 4 weapons too to
Yeah.
fill
We have-
out.
You don't got to get all 4 right away.
No, you don't
We
technically.
can just settle with 2 for now. We only have the 2 gunners, really.
I'm gonna say yeah, and a crew of 6.
They can switch positions in the middle of combat. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Does that take a turn to go to a different seat?
No,
Oh, cool. So we could just.
they say I'm firing this gun going this way. This gun from
Okay.
this thing.
I'm sorry, Alex, can you, whatever is in the background noise on your end, can you have whoever it is turn it down or whatever?
Or push to talk for when.
Yeah, because it's very distracting.
I'm on question.
Okay.
All right. So, okay, just so you know, because there are costs coming down the line too. So, all right. So, what do we want to do with? Wait, we didn't do armor. We skipped over
No,
that.
I was about to say, like,
If we're
Were
going
we
down the
doing
list
it?
on the site, we didn't do armor yet, yeah.
Do we want to double back for that, or do you want to like?
Let's go ahead and do the armor now, because it's going to be pretty important, I think.
It is
Really?
also going to be more expensive.
Are we looking at hulls or bulkheads?
So again, it's going to be 3 times the cost of what you pick.
Huh?
Huh? Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, the armor. It's gonna
Oh.
the cost is 3 times whatever one you pick.
Only for
Oh,
some
okay.
of them by the
Think-
looks of it.
What for armor?
Yeah, because if
yeah,
you
there
scroll
is
down,
basic
some of them
armor.
don't say times size category.
Oh, I see on my book. I see alternate.
Oh,
size
but that
category.
only gives us temp HP rather than AC.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's what it is. That's the
It's
difference.
kind of a toss up between AC and temp HP.
Okay.
So
Well, I
it's either
don't see the one you're pointing at.
I don't think it's in the book because it doesn't have that little symbol
Yeah,
next to it.
it's not the legal version technically.
1 second.
Is
Go
this
ahead
not
and
legal?
start talking.
It's legal. It's in a Starfinder. I guess it's maybe on a magazine or something.
Could just be like a side book or something they added it in.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Why can't I think what the TL stands for right now? What do you guys think about MK4?
That'd be 5 times 3 for a 15 cost again.
Yeah.
And we're at 55 points.
TL is what's affected by defensive countermeasures, by the way.
The target lock?
Okay, that makes sense. Resistance to target lock, I guess.
Oh, that makes sense.
I could be wrong. That was the AI opinion or whatever. I'm still looking it up to see if I can find it for real.
Yeah, so
I'm still thinking 4, MK4.
that would give us 15 BP again, plus 4 to AC.
Yep. We'd be left with 58 BP.
50?
58.
How do you have 58?
73 minus 15.
Or
No?
did you put in the defenses?
No, I wasn't sure if we agreed on it or not.
Oh well.
We didn't agree on anything for defensive countermeasures, I don't think.
Oh,
No, we went back to armor first, and then we were going to go back.
I thought we had agreed on that one, but
No, didn't we agree on MKA? Or and then we realised that we didn't do armor.
I think we said that we didn't really discuss it that much.
Yeah, because we said we would go back after doing armor.
well, I mean,
That's what I got.
again, we can fine tune this more, like as we go along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, those armor costs for BP is very expensive. I think Mark IV for the armor is good. That seems like a really great place to start it.
Yeah, we don't take any targeted lock penalties.
Everyone good with that?
Yep.
Sure.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. So that's what those two fields next to the armor name are. Is the AC bonus and the
temp HP or target.
Yeah.
the target lock penalty. That's what
Uh,
those two fields are.
Oh yeah, because I guess it must not be official then if there's not a temp HP rate or field for it.
Mm-hmm. And that's a cost of 15.
15.
I don't think it's target lock. It's maneuverability again, so it might be like turn something.
Well, it's not turn
Whatever.
length.
No, it's target lock.
It's target lock
I
is the
looked it
same
up.
thing that's on defensive
Yeah.
countermeasures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When you look up
Abbreviations are
understanding
not my things.
Yeah, affects the ship's maneuverability and make it easier for opponents using track 8 weapons to lock on the ship.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
yeah, both of those things are in there.
So, are we going back to defensive countermeasures now?
We should be at 58 points.
Yeah.
Yep.
so which armor did we pick? I'm sorry.
4.
MK4.
4.
Okay.
And armor, very fittingly, does not take power. Yet.
Kind of weird to me.
Well, no, it's because it's just the armor that's already on the ship. It's the shields that will take power.
Oh, yep. That
I feel like
does make sense now.
Okay, have we made a decision?
Yeah, we chose an armor.
MK4 armor.
MK4, so that is going to be 15.
Yes.
Correct.
Sorry, I had someone I needed to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine.
So it's
So-
60. That's going to be 58 left.
Okay, so we did. So, well, by him, we did not agree on the defenses yet.
Yeah.
That's fine. You
How
guys
about
can continue. I am looking up armor. I have another Starship Operation Manual book. So-
Mark 5 defenses that drops us down to 50 BP left?
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems like a
Okay.
good balance.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a plus 5.
It bothers me the website spells defenses wrong.
Oh no.
It's like, why is it spelled with an S? It's supposed to be spelled with a C.
Okay, so defenses we chose
Mark 5.
Mark 5, so that's going to be an 8. Yep.
And that. And 4 on the PCU.
Yep, 50.
I think we should probably come back to the expansion bays after because they seem like optional, like
Yeah.
extra
Yeah.
stuff.
I think you should get sensors and shields and
Shields.
weapons
Yeah.
together first. So the armor is the MK4. It's going to give you a bonus of 4 and 0 PCU.
I'd say we pick from the basic shields for now.
Well, next one on the list is security.
Mm-hmm. Yep, next is security. So
Not on the character, on the sheet.
On the website.
I thought we were going down the list on the sheet.
I feel like we've
Yeah.
gone back and forth between which one we were using. Which one do we want to go with next? Shields?
I would go shields next, yeah.
Okay.
Because if we
Security
go by a
looks like it's
website,
better
it'll
for
get.
security.
security is just like anti-hacking systems,
Yeah, we could add that in after if we have extra stuff.
biometric locks. Yeah, we
Okay, so
can.
shields determine our ship's SP, or if we have a deflector shield, it's something different. But we're not picking those because those don't seem part of the actual system.
Yeah.
Or basically stamina points. They're called shield points, but
Basically.
basically the same thing.
I'd say we go with basics. Basic for now.
I would say basic 20.
Because we can always upgrade the the shields later on in the campaign.
Yeah, I think basic 20 is a good choice.
Either basic 20 or 30.
So shields, basic 20 or 30. Yep. They regen. Yeah.
Or at that rate, if at that rate, I'll skip the 30, go like 20 or 40 because it's the same PCU cost, just for one more BP.
Mm-hmm. We'll go with 20 for now. So 3 BP and 10 PCU.
Basic 20 and 10 PCU. 60, 70, 84 so far in your PCU, as far as I got. So your shields are 20. Okay.
It looks like we might be able to get a smaller power core.
Yeah.
Unless the weapons pull a lot.
We'll see. And then, so going down the ship, that's going to be a 10 PCU cost. Okay, sensors. What are we thinking?
Short range have a range of 5 hexes, medium have a range of 10 hexes, long range have a range of 20 hexes.
Mm-hmm. And a -4 penalty, or like minus penalty, -2 for each range increment beyond the first.
And they all have a modifier that applies to the skill used in conjunction with them.
Yep.
Perception, I guess, would be an example.
Yeah, would be the example. Yeah.
Do we want to do like the budget medium range, maybe?
I'd say at least
So-
basic.
I'm wondering if we should have like one active sensor and one passive. Because I'm going to assume we can have more than, unless we're only able to have one sensor.
I think it's just one.
I think it's
Ki- it-
one.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's kind of
I
like a
think it's
sonar kind of thing.
yeah, it's basically the way perception works for players is that you have passive perception of things around you, but if you try to focus in on something, that's when you're looking for something specific. So it's
Yeah.
not two separate objects.
Yeah,
So basically,
it's both passive and active.
Yeah. I'm liking the basic medium.
yeah, that seems like if we're going up there, basic medium, because
Okay.
Everyone good
Basic
with that?
medium sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Alex?
That works.
Okay.
That's gonna be 5, so we're at 42.
it doesn't cost power. It looks like.
Nope.
Nope.
But it
Weird.
does give you a bonus of a +2. Bonus of
Alright, now we want to
+2.
do weapons.
We also got to consider, well, like what weapons we can equip where and where we want to equip them.
This is a good question.
Yes, because we do only have a forward arc, port arc, starboard arc, and a turret. All light.
Okay, so yeah, let me check your Explorer again. So a turret can fire on any of the arcs. Okay?
Basically, it's a top-mounted gun.
Top or bottom mounted.
Hmm.
Doesn't matter. Probably top mounted.
Seems like the primary weapon, at least.
It depends.
Maybe depending on how extravagant we want to get with it.
Well, why I'm saying it depends is because you can kind of control what arcs you're firing from if you position yourselves
True, but if we use that
correctly.
turret, then we can fire on anybody.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So, what kind of weapons do we want to get?
There's a lot here.
A
There
lot to
is.
look over.
Um,
Flag thrower sounds kind of cool.
Light carrying missile launcher, I think.
Ooh, a
I think
rail
we should have at
launcher?
least one tracking.
Yeah, I was looking at the tracking ones. I was trying to find one that doesn't have a
You
whole
could
lot
get
of
a rail
PP.
launcher. Ooh,
Light spore torpedo launcher.
metal bolt projector.
What are these? What? Yeah,
You
there's
could
a.
ram somebody.
I mean, no, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna elaborate.
That's
Ah,
cool.
okay. The flag thrower is only a short
Oh,
range weapon.
they added
If
melee weapons.
if we get a mystical weapon, then spellcasters could use stuff like mysticism in place of their base attack bonus.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
will tell you, with
ECM?
the build I'm going, mystical weapons is a good idea. Just
Mhm.
saying.
Oh no, canonized mind thrusts.
Mind thrusts were already canon.
They really are.
My character can also use like Mind Frost because of a feat a thing I picked.
Even though she's not a mystic, she still has mind thrust.
I won't be able to like use like the highest level Mind Frost, but I don't care. I want to be able to use Mind Frost.
I haven't looked too far into my spell list yet, so I might be able to get it too.
I mean, Technomancers can't learn it, but because of a thing that my class can do, it's the
Okay.
paradigm shift. Actually, no, not paradigm shift. Oh yeah, because of the paradigm shift I picked, I can access spells that are not normally available to witch warpers.
Anti-magic missile.
Anti-magic missile?
Yeah, it's at the top of the tracking ones on the Starfinder website. It's 8 and 5, 5 PCU, 8 BP. It's a little expensive, but I mean, it is an anti-magic and mystical weapon, and it is tracking medium range.
And that's the
I
thing with
could do that
tracking.
one.
Tracking weapons all do seem to have, well, at least or for a lot of them, limited firing.
Well,
Except for the light torpedo launcher.
it
A
doesn't.
lot of the tracking has long range.
Yeah. But it doesn't have any limited fire. It's just anti-magic and mystical with the anti-magic
Yeah.
mystical. And I don't know what it takes for you to like do your spell shit with a weapon, but I imagine it could do it with this.
Technically, I think I could do it with any, but
Well, from what I can tell, mystical ones just let you use your mysticism instead of piloting to fire it.
Yeah, I should be able to. I should be able to do that as well. 'Cause I think I have
When
mysticism
attempting
as
gunnery checks with a mystical weapon, a gunner can use their ranks in mysticism in place of their base attack bonus or ranks in piloting, and their wisdom modifier in place of their dex modifier to determine their attack bonus. So overall, it would just be way better for spellcasters to use a mystical weapon.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's our tracking weapon, the anti-magic missile.
Okay.
So basically, well, that does restrict some of us from using that weapon, though.
Well, that's what we have other weapons for.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So weapon one, are we all
It
good with
just
the
says you
anti-magic?
can. It doesn't make you, does it?
It just says you can do that.
You
Yeah.
can, so you can use the best, whatever's better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
yeah,
Are we all good with
Okay.
the anti-magic missile for our first
yeah.
weapon?
Yeah.
Where do we want it?
That is the question.
Well, it's a tracking weapon, so it doesn't necessarily have to go in like a super amazing spot. I would.
Yeah, I don't think it should be the forward, so the port
Yeah.
or the starboard.
Because forward seems a bit redundant.
Yeah,
It also
I don't
only
know.
has a
Pick left
range of
or
10
right,
hexes, though.
basically.
It does only have a range of 10 hexes because it's a medium range.
Should be fine.
I don't know how big the hexes are on the starship maps, so I can't. I don't know how far away from our ships we're going to be because we haven't experienced this before.
True.
I imagine if we put it on a back thing and something's chasing us, if it gets close enough, we just hit it with the tracking things. That sounds like a halfway
Technically,
decent
we don't
plan to
have
me.
the back thing. We
We
only
don't
have
have an
the
aft
two sides
weapon.
and the front.
Yeah,
You have a
I'm
turret,
back.
a front, a port, and a starboard.
yeah. There's no aft
Yeah.
weapon.
Basically, pick left or right. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. What's the cost on that one?
Anti-magic missile cost is 8 for the BP and
Okay.
5 for the power core.
Yeah, you guys might by the end of this, you'll probably be that PCU will definitely. You can definitely look at the PCU again.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
It's always it's easier to scale down than up.
Yeah, for sure. So that's BP 8, if I can type correctly. And PC was 5.
Which
Okay.
means then we could upgrade something else if we wanted to.
So do we
So
port or starboard? Or should we roll a D2 again?
I just put it on starboard.
Okay, starboard's fine.
Yeah, starboard. That's my vote.
Okay. Anti-magic missile. Yeah.
Range is medium.
What's the speed?
Speed is how fast the thing travels, I would assume.
Speed is 10.
Yeah, so
Just
that
so
would be
I
10
know.
for this one.
What's
Its
the damage?
damage is 2d6. And its special property is anti-magic and mystical.
Okay. Next weapon.
Okay,
What
so
we
that's
feeling?
weapon 1.
Yep. And you can put up to 2 more. Oh no, 3 more if you really wanted to.
Yeah, we've got a forward, port, and then turret, right?
Okay,
Yep.
so weapon 1 just means for that location.
For
Yeah,
that
so
Yeah.
location.
so if we
Okay.
have if we have bigger
You
ships, they
can
can put more
have bigger
weapons on
ships
some
can put
sides.
multiple on the sides
Yeah,
and stuff.
okay, got it. Okay, we definitely need a long range of some
Long
kind.
range.
I would say we should put the long range weapon on the either front or the turret
Either the
spot.
front or the turret, yeah, for sure. I
I
love.
would think it would be the turret, because the front should be a shorter range, I think.
I don't want to pick it, but I love the idea that one of the weapons you can pick is a garbage ejection system.
That'd be funnier on the aft.
It would be.
Okay.
It's a bit expensive, but the coil gun seems pretty good for a long range
What is
weapon.
orbital?
I was looking at the tracer too, but the coil gun. Coil gun. 44.
Okay, so we probably don't want to pick an orbital weapon because those are clunky and have penalties. Also, they're really expensive.
The connecting tendril. We're a boarding arc. We're pirates, right? We're gonna want
No.
It sounds like that. I'm going to assume that the special property that says mystic is meant to say mystical.
Yeah.
probably. What's this?
I think we should. One of the things we should pick as a missile blocker is like
Oh, so they can't track us down.
Missile
yes,
blocker.
just as like a defensive measure.
Is that a weapon
It's
or is
a
it
a weapon. It has the jamming property. When it hits another ship, the weapon that it hits can't be fired in the next round.
I like that.
Oh, I see.
I do like that, and it does a D10. Although that could go either way. But I
Yeah.
think if we had, maybe we could get something that'll let us reroll damage rolls or
Um,
some shit. Maybe we could get something that'll let us reroll damage rolls or some shit.
We
But
can
it's a
always
short
just put
range
that as
weapon.
the front, the forward.
I think if we do that as the front and put our long range as the turret, I think that works fine. Because the turret can
Yeah.
face in any direction, so that's probably the best idea.
Okay.
So we all
It
good
is
with
short
missile
range
blocker?
though. That is the only thing.
Yeah.
That
I
I'm
mean,
worried
if
about.
it's in front, then that's probably okay.
All right.
So we all good with missile blocker?
I'm good with that. Oh my god, Death Field? What the fuck is that? Like,
How much is the missile blocker?
8 BP and 10 PCU.
And we're putting this in the front, right?
Forward, yes.
Okay.
holy shit.
What range is it?
Short.
Short.
Yeah.
Short range.
Damage is
1d10.
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 And it doesn't seem to have a speed.
No.
No, that's
Special.
it's probably a laser of some kind. So it would basically move at the speed of light.
What's its speed? Yes.
Special.
Special is jamming.
Jamming.
Got it. Thank you. I'm just recording what you have on a separate thing. So.
And type is direct fire, if that matters. I think it's like almost all of these weapons are. So
Yeah,
like the
pretty much.
only thing we're gonna pick that isn't direct fire is probably tracking. That's in
Yeah.
fact that's a important distinction to make for the anti-magic missile is that it's tracking.
I don't see where you would put that though.
No, I'm just putting it down in my notepad.
That
Oh,
are
okay.
just added in the special field.
Or just add it in the special, yeah. That's probably fine.
Okay. So next one. What are we thinking?
Again,
So we got the forward. We need port and turret. I believe.
turret. I definitely think we need the long range port, either a short or another medium.
Say another medium on the port. And something probably with just that has a bit more like that'll just hit or should hit harder generally.
The light particle cannon. It's just a straight up gun.
12, short range.
Light particle cannon is medium range, 3d6, 10, 10. No special.
Well, I was looking at the light plasma cannon. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
I got greedy.
Yeah.
It's that or
Oh yeah, light particle beam 3d6, 10, 10.
Is
This does
So-
damage.
the coil cannon or the coil gun is long range does 44 and costs the same. And it also doesn't have any bonuses.
44. Was that, what, 8? Didn't know.
44, max of 24.
4 times, wait, what?
4 times
Max
4 is
24?
16.
Yeah,
Or
it would be,
so
it
the
would be a,
max
So it's 16 versus 18 potential.
let's just look at the average. It's average 8 damage versus, what is the other one? Light
average
particle?
of 6.
3d6.
Average of
3d6.
6. Or 9, sorry.
So 9. So
what's the other one we're
I
looking at?
think coil gun.
coil gun, because that one has long range for around about the same damage output,
Yeah.
and for the exact same cost.
Mhm.
And well, they're both they both have instantaneous speed as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to throw it out there. I thought we were pirates. Are we not pirates?
I'm not.
No, okay. I don't know.
You're on the
I don't
video
know.
I am a pirate captain and will probably be doing piratey things. Again, not going to be killing people randomly, but I am probably going to be stealing.
So I need to double check what this means, but like maybe getting like a connecting or like something to anchor people down.
Like an anchor
But
one, yeah.
my
There's a plasma net or something.
Well, we could do the coil gun as the turret,
Turret.
and then something else on the other side. The laser net kind of thing.
see, I need to read some of these and see what they actually do.
Yeah, laser net.
Okay.
So coil gun, everyone in agreement there?
For the turret weapon?
That's the turn
Yeah.
I'm down. Yeah.
Yeah, coil gun's fine.
I thought it would do crap damage, but
You
I guess I
could
can
you
say
could have got a melee weapon.
Nah.
For our turret?
No, for one of your weapons.
Oh, for the port side?
One of them is anchoring. It's light ship tether.
a connecting weapon creates
We
a
could get a connecting tendril.
The weapon hits, the tendril connects the firing whistle to the one struck.
The
While
weapon
maintaining
was
this connection, the weapon can't be used to connect to another ship. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yikes!
Sorry, God.
There is no two things about it. You need to be right next to somebody for those melee weapons.
you don't.
Yeah.
You need to be a hex away. I don't know. That tether, you could just go straight up and board somebody.
I'm not doing a spacewalk.
What? You
Nobody
just
said
need to
you had
make
to.
and look, as special engineer action, engineer can attempt to sever or dislodge another ship's anchor with DC 15 plus 1.5 the anchoring starship's tier. Easy. At the end of combat, an anchoring weapon additional attacks. You can attempt to board the anchored ship at the end of the starship combat. If you want to board, that's one option.
It is. I think it. Well, it's not the only one.
It isn't the only one. Or you could use a magical.
A magical what?
Yeah.
Magical torpedo unit.
Oh, I think I saw that one.
Fire in an arc adjacent to the one which it was installed at a -2 penalty. Oh, it is a broad arc. Ooh.
Yeah.
So it
Magic
could
torpedo
fire
unit. Broad arc means if we stick it in port, it
now I
also
saw
files
that.
forward.
Or backwards.
Or backwards. Although I don't know if it can
-2
do that since we
penalty.
don't have a back weapon. I don't know how that works. Has
Doesn't
a
matter if you don't
mystical
have a back
quality,
weapon.
and quantum basically means if you miss, you can reroll, I think.
That's odd. That might be a later investment. I'm not gonna lie. that's hot.
I'm trying to think of ones that could help you with boarding.
The ones that I see is connecting and anchoring.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
But I don't see any other like anchor ones that aren't
Ooh,
heavy
tractor
weapon.
beam? What is tractor beam?
What the hell is a capital weapon?
Capital ship weapon. It's like one of those giant ones that will destroy a planet almost.
Okay, well.
Some weapons. There's none of these. A stable beam of gravitons, creating a tractor beam that can move other ships, in addition to dealing damage. Prevents the ship from the gunner can push or pull the target ship at a rate of 2 hexes per round. resolved at the beginning of helm phase. Or hold this target ship in the pilot. Target ship can tap a pilot with DC 15 plus 1.5 plot times the tier of the firing ship to break free as the action in the round. So lockdown, it can't be used as. Okay. You can basically hold a ship in place and get to boarding range or something. That's how that tractor beam works. Interesting. It's up to you guys. You don't have to board people, but there are options to do that.
Do we murder people? Are we murderers? And I mean,
No,
like
I don't
No.
think we're gonna
hand
be
in hand
murdery
combat.
pirates.
No, I'm not. I don't mean like murder in the sense of like actual murder. I mean, are we capable of committing it? Like as a unit, are we good fighters? I
Right
know we have a
now,
Yeah.
soldier.
Yes.
right now, that seems a bit up for debate.
If we get into a fight with someone that deserves to die, they will probably end up dead.
Well, yes.
I don't think we're going to be pulling punches in that case.
Okay.
No.
Right, but if it says, "Hey, there's a ship, let's go raid it."
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not
think
talking
that's
about
what
the
would happen.
moral. I'm talking about the actual like our efficiency as a combat force. Are we going to be good at actually taking people out, or like how good are we
I
at
think that's
taking
gonna
people
be
out?
we're gonna find out situation.
Are you talking about
Yeah.
the ship or
No.
our
He's talking.
characters?
No,
No, he's
individual.
talking. Yeah, he's talking. If we board, how
Oh,
capable would we be to take out the?
I mean, I grabbed stuff that helps in normal combat as well, because Kaden said many times that we would be doing stuff with that. And I mean, there's a lot of things that you just have to pick that don't have anything to do with spaceships. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're still going to be able to fight in person normally.
This
Yeah.
system is meant to be able to handle both combat systems in a campaign at the same time. So,
I get that. Okay, so I'm not as confident in the fight. I feel like, hey, I'll definitely help out, but I am blind. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, based on the description of your character that I read, he was pretty handy in a fight before all the stuff happened. So
Really? I mean,
wait, you
this
have
is
a blind mechanic?
Yeah. I told you this. He's blind.
Yeah, let's go.
he did say he was making a blind character. Yes.
Yeah.
I
he did
remember
say
that now.
Don't put him on the guns.
Hey, Blinken, where you listen? What are you doing up there?
Oh my god.
Listening, guessing.
I've got a drone. It's fine. Okay. If y'all are okay, so if y'all are good, then I say we either do invest in the anchoring or we can get one of the connecting things.
It would help board ships if that's your intent.
If we get the connecting tendril, it is a mystical weapon, and we can tow people with it.
It does pretty decent
Yeah,
damage.
that's what I was thinking. Connecting tendril.
Although, if it's on the port, I think dragging ships from the port would be
It doesn't
annoying.
matter.
I guess.
Well, it's not like we could pull it from the back.
Because we don't have
We
an
don't
aft
have
bay,
that.
so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's space. There's not really friction or things like that.
Are
So
we
it's
good?
Yeah.
we'll
Sounds
just
like
pretend it's Zelda. Sidestepping is faster.
connecting.
Connecting tendril.
That side hopping is faster.
Yeah, well.
So the connecting tendril,
short.
it's a BP of 10. So that's going to leave us 18.
Burrowing.
ACU of 10.
Connecting. Mystical.
At least it's instantaneous.
It's also mystical, so that helps you guys.
Yeah.
Connecting tendril. Its range is short.
But there's no travel time.
It's direct, isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
direct
it's
fire, yes.
Oh.
Damage is 3d6. And then it is burrowing.
Connecting and mystical.
And mystical. There we go.
Okay.
Oh shit! Did we get a turret? I'm sorry.
Turret was
Yeah,
the
We
coil
gave
gun.
it turret.
Coil. Gotcha. Long
I
44.
I need the stats for coil gun.
Long range, 4d4 damage, 10 PCU,
Alarm.
10 BP, no special properties.
4d4. And then it was, you said 10 PCU?
Mm-hmm.
10
10
BP?
and 10.
Yeah.
10, 10.
Yeah, so we've got like
8
It-
left.
8 BP and we have 188 PCU.
Yeah, I think we
remaining.
should probably go for a
I only have
smaller power core.
98 PCU.
No.
Oh, it's because the drift thingy has a minimum. It doesn't use that much.
It
That's
just
just the
requires
minimum.
that much.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I still subtracted it because it kind of make if it's the minimum.
No, that's just the minimum that it needs to operate. It doesn't use that much by the sound of it.
No, it's like okay, so imagine you have to charge it up and then you use it. It needs a minimum amount of
Okay, so
Yeah.
it
to be
does
able
use
to
that much
use.
separately.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not during like a combat thing. It's more it needs that much capability.
Mhm.
We can turn off something else to turn it on. Basically.
Got it.
Or-
Let's turn off the thrusters.
Maybe
Okay.
shield. I don't know.
What I got it as it needs this much to be active, so I subtracted it from the total anyway.
I mean, if we want to be able to use it mid-combat, which I don't
The
think we
better
can.
engine rating drift engines PCU requirement a maximum size.
If we wanted to use a drift engine in combat, we would have to sit still for a whole minute because your conventional thrusters must be turned off for a whole minute in
Yep.
order to enter or exit the drift.
That would be very bold maneuver of all of
If we get good enough shields, possibly.
Well, let's see how it works out for us, Cotton.
Well, I mean, you can look at it like a PC. The more potential you have, right? The better upgrades you can get in the.
Yeah.
I would leave what we have, honestly.
Well, the thing to consider is we could slightly increase something else and lower our PCU a little bit.
We can lower the PCU to 250,
That would work.
and we would get 5 extra BP.
Mm-hmm.
Which we're sitting on 8 right now. That would give us 13.
13, and you could then go and get like expansion bays and security. And
We could also upgrade our computer a little bit more.
We do something to worry about security because the ship can be hacked.
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
That sounds
shit,
like
they
a
have cloaking.
hell yeah.
So
you can also get a self-destruct system.
no.
Why the hell?
So,
I
are
almost
we
thought I
putting it
had
as
you.
orange? Is that what the?
Yeah, is everyone okay with downgrading to pulse orange for the power core?
Mm-hmm.
As long as if it's not going to change anything else, I don't think it is.
Not really. No.
Yeah.
So pulse orange.
That's
250.
250 PCU.
We had the drift engine is the
Oh, that's fun. Not sure what's going on with that.
what drift engine did we pick up? The
Signal booster.
Yeah. Signal booster, 2 ER, minimum PCU 100.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it just affects your your jump range. So
Yeah.
okay. Cool. All right. That's fine. There.
I mean, for anti-hacking, it's 3.
So that would bring us to 10.
13. So
And then biometric locks is 5, which would cut them in half. I don't know. If
I
we've
think you
always
should.
been
I
there.
think you should guys look at the expansion base before you go too deep into security stuff. See what you want out of expansion base too.
If my math is correct, we should have 11 BP. Is that right?
Currently, we should have 13.
Okay,
Yeah,
then I
Yeah,
added something
13.
wrong.
So
We have the Explorer frame for 12, Pulse Orange for 25, M8 thrusters for 4, Signal Booster for 15, MK1 mononode computer for 1, quarters are 0, MK5 defenses for 8, MK4 armor for 15, basic shields 20 for 3, basic medium range for 3.
Wait, for the sensors.
Yes, sensor. Excuse me. And then anti-magic missile for 8.
Basic medium range sensors are 5 BP.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. My mistake then.
The budget. The budget medium range was 3 BP.
Ah, okay.
We should
52
probably have
minus
a medical
5,
bay.
47.
That's
47
Yeah.
minus 8 is 39. Then
Dang,
39 minus 8 is 31.
We've also got breaching
21,
pods here.
11. Yeah, I have at the end of my normal tally.
probably should have like an escape. Get some escape pods.
Yeah, 123 minus 25 is 98. Thrusters cost 4. 94. Yep. 79. I got 11 on
Yeah.
current standing.
Yeah.
Should
I
have
would
11 of those.
I would recommend getting the escape pods.
Okay. Escape pods, I agree with having a medical bay.
The medical
On
bay is
the
going to be 8. That's
expansion,
going to be the most.
Yeah. I think we should have it, though. Actually,
I
what
agree.
service does the medical bay provide?
expansion bay, you have 4 of them.
Functions as a medical lab, see page 220. That's not beneficial to me.
I
got
have, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we really need a medical bay.
How?
One
I
second.
mean,
What's the benefit of the medical lab on page 220?
Medical lab. Medical gear allows you to medicine checks in terms of DC and medicine to treat deadly wounds. See medicine on 140.
it says it allows you to attempt medicine checks and determines DC of medicine checks to treat deadly wounds. I mean, I can do that.
Treat deadly wounds. You can use medicine to restore hit points to a living wounded creature. Immunity. The meds based on medical equipment used. 1 hit point per level or CR.
Does anyone have healing magic?
No.
I don't think any of us
No.
are
I
even capable.
do.
Oh, never mind.
Yay!
I can kill people and machines.
MVP. MVP.
Cargo holds are 0. You have arcane laboratory.
Oh yeah.
Cards.
No.
To be honest, if we have magical healing, I'm not sure we need a med bay.
My magical healing's not the best, just so you know.
Our
But I don't think
core
we really need the
housing?
med bay anyway.
Wait, I think does that allow you to have another power core if you wanted?
I
Power core
imagine.
housing?
What?
Yeah,
Power
I mean,
core
we have-
housing allows us to have a second power core,
yeah, but it's only like on medium ships and higher.
which we could
Well,
have
Which-
one, which we would have more PCU for stuff if we wanted to do that. We don't have the BP to buy anything like that anyway.
So the power core housing saying it's basically just storage for another power core.
Yeah, but you don't have to get it right away. It seems like we could work out how to like recalculate things. Like say you had like cargo bays and you wanted to transform one, right?
I do think we should get some escape pods.
Yeah, escape pods I agree with.
Just in case.
Especially,
Because
especially since that one escape pod bay has enough for all of us. As opposed to lifeboats, which would only be able to safely get rid of or take 4 of us out.
Yeah. We could do escape pods for 1. We could also just wait and see what we would need for more expansion bays.
Can we
That
switch
is-
these out?
I imagine we could.
I think K-Dun will allow
I-
us to within the first however long because this is new to us.
And
Well,
then
it's also like we could just
otherwise,
port somewhere and add to it, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
hmm
we could work something out like that. Yeah.
Okay,
mean,
I
like-
agree with adding escape pods.
Well,
All right.
I kind of think about like how often do we think we're going to need to bail from our ship?
Only once, hopefully.
I think if we're bailing from the ship,
well,
then the
it's
ship is
either
gone.
that or die if we don't have escape pods.
Well-
Because we go with the ship.
Well, right, but it's like, oh, then how do we replace that ship then?
Get a new one.
Get
See
a
it
new
one.
ship.
We win the lottery and buy a new ship because K-Dun doesn't want the campaign to end.
I mean, we
Um,
could also lure reason like, hey, boss.
And or you steal one.
Steal one, yeah, which is
Yeah.
more likely.
Oh, look, it just happens to have all the exact systems of our other ship.
We
But
would be getting a new
We would have to go through this process to build the other one, or it would be predetermined somehow. Basically, the escape pods make it so we're not playing hardcore. It gives us a chance to escape instead of dying if that happens to come to pass.
You could get a recreation suite, a gym.
Can we get an amenity?
I don't think we need.
Sealed environment chamber, a smuggler compartment. That seems like a thing you.
I think we should also get a brig. If we're not getting a medical bay, then I think we should definitely get a brig. Personally.
How
Of
does
course,
that?
you would want a brig.
What is that equation?
What?
Like,
Oh, they added
no
it,
medical
so-
bay? Well, we have to have a brig then.
I'm just saying, like like the medical bay took up 8 BP. Like we have like, and the brig only takes up 1. Like, and also we might once again be pirating. So it like we have taken people hostage before. It is
I mean-
not.
That
Well,
is
so
true.
here's another idea to think or to consider for the future, Mr. Pirate Man. We could also get a ghost drive.
I'm not the pirate. I'm the butler. I'm just saying we are like. This is what we are apparently doing.
Intent on getting piratey stuff for this ship, though.
Well, he's
we're
clarifying.
pirating.
Okay, well, I'm curious what a corpse recycler is now. Nope.
Wait,
Okay.
a corpse recycler?
It says
mean-
it's about what it says on the tin.
What is it? I'm almost afraid to ask what it recycles them into.
Necrograft parts.
Lovely.
Which you
Are
could
those
sell.
are those part? I was gonna say, is that part of a balanced crew breakfast?
Holy shit, that's
I'm
hilarious.
gonna send you into the
Oh, I
worst
do like the Ghost
possible
Drive.
dimension for that joke.
The Ghost Drive goes hard as fuck. I think we should invest.
Say if I can told you, I looked at it.
We can't
Oh,
even have a
sorry.
Ghost Drive on our ship.
It's
Why, we're medium.
Oh no, it
yeah,
says
but-
large or smaller. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, we're medium. We're fine.
Hell yeah.
You could?
Can I request a tech workshop?
I think everybody would probably want that in some way, shape, or
Yeah.
form. How many
Um,
do we get? We have 4, right?
We have
Four
four.
explorers.
Are you not going to have any cargo holds or a smuggler bay?
Cargo holds
Yeah.
just are there if we don't fill them with anything. That's what it says.
Smuggler bay
Yeah.
costs 1 BP and can be hidden for hidden things.
I'm a pirate. I don't need to hide anything.
Smuggling is part of piracy.
I'm not a smuggler. I'm a pirate. I'm not smuggling anything. I'm taking it for myself.
Yeah, but we need a place to put it while we're.
Well, that's what the cargo hold is.
What you want to you just want to keep it there in case anyone boards your ship?
I think he's acting in a brazen manner. He doesn't give a damn.
My name
That's
is Jack
true.
Sparrowhawk. I don't care.
That's true.
I am not trying to be subtle about anything.
You could have a garage.
The garage might be good.
You can store one large or smaller vehicle, terrestrial vehicle. inside
Tech
the ship
Workshop
within the-
allows crafting technological items. How often are we going to be crafting?
I
I
might
can tell
sorry.
you that is pretty
Huge
much
or
all I
larger
do.
ships. Nope, you can't have a garage.
Yeah, we have a mechanic and a mechnomancer.
I got it.
technomancer.
I know what you should get.
Technomancer, yeah.
You should get guest quarters.
No,
We could just get guest seating if we need that.
no. Why would we let guests onto our ship?
Kidnapping.
Reasons.
Okay, kidnapping does not make them a guest, in which case I go back to you should at least have a brig, I guess.
Gentlemen pirates. Guest quarters.
I mean, as far as hiding valuables, we could have a vault.
That's two.
Okay, so we have escape pods for one, correct?
Yeah.
Definitely escape pods. If you
Tech
guys are going to
workshop,
be crafting,
possibly?
then Tech Workshop is fine. That's fine by me.
Well, I think you could also use it to upgrade stuff, technically. So I think it's a good idea to have.
Cost one. Okay, so tech workshop.
How does it?
Can all of these be cargo holds?
Yeah.
Cargo hold is what it is if you don't put
If
anything
you
in.
don't put
They
anything.
cost zero.
Okay, I
How
see
did-
what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay.
1 and 3.
Tech Workshop is 1 and 1. That's what I'm
It's
looking
No,
at.
3
it's 23.
PCU.
It's 3 PCU. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong page. My bad. I was looking at the brig. That's why. Had the
Do
wrong
you
page
want
open.
a vault and then the other one's just a cargo hold, or just leave them both as cargo holds for now and we'll see how it goes?
I like the vault because we can use the vault as a cargo hold, right?
The vault would basically be the same effect as our cargo hold, but it would be secure.
So it doubles as a smuggler thing, also.
Let's see. Breaking into a vault generally requires 2 skill checks, computer engineering or common, with a DC equal to da-da-da, sets off alarms, alerting the whole ship. It's basically a cargo hold with an alarm.
Yeah.
I'm done with the vault.
I'm also okay with leaving the other 2 bays open for now. and
You
buying
would
stuff
have
later if we want.
You'd have
It would be
one
one.
cargo bay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one.
'Cause we're getting
Escape pod, tech workshop, and vault.
Well, I was saying instead of buying the vault, we could leave the other two open.
Yeah, you could
Oh.
just say screw it. You don't need a one.
Because we are basically starting with this. We have nothing to put in the vault right now. So
True, we don't need the vault. Just leave the
Right.
other two.
Because we could need something or need somewhere to put or some. Excuse me. We could need somewhere to put something right away.
If we don't get the vault, if we have the necessary amenities, I do recommend the Ghost Drive, because Ghost Drive goes crazy and
Yeah.
might save our asses.
Yeah, it did seem really cool when I was looking at it.
If not the
Okay.
Ghost Drive, then the brick.
Ghost Drive can be installed on a large ship or smaller, which you are not a large ship. Oh yeah, no, you're smaller. You're right. Home phase correction. Computers check to check the Ghost Drive active and the vessel. So it's
basically,
insubstantial.
we can pass through other ships, and that's all it says is we become insubstantial, and we can pass through other ships. Presumably, we could also pass through other obstacles.
Yeah, it would make sense. Ship would basically be like an asteroid or
It sounds a lot like the thing Faye we had at the end of the last campaign, where you could pass through walls.
that'd be pretty
pretty much.
cool.
Yeah, we could basically any asteroid fields would not be a problem.
So
Computers
I've
check
got
with
you
DC would
at
equal 10 plus 1.5 times the ship's tier, when the tier was 5.
Yes.
3.
3.
Tier was 5.
No, it's 5.
yep.
Was
Tier's
it?
5.
Tier was 5.
Yeah.
Oh.
So 1.5 times 5 would round up to 8. So
Yep.
the DC for the computer's check would be 18. I feel like that's pretty easy for most of our computer users to hit.
And I've
Like
got
already.
you at 9 BP, right?
If everyone's in agreement, the Ghost Drive, sounds pretty good.
I don't think we can afford it right now.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
Can we?
it's 5 BP.
Oh,
5 BP. You're at 9.
God, I'm not used to reading these charts. They're very
Well, I just went on to the page itself so I could read the description. So
right. So
We could do a ghost drive, and the other one's cargo bay.
I'm cool with that.
Eh,
That seems
hell
like the
yeah.
best option.
10 PCU. You guys have plenty of PCU left. So Ghost is 10. Escape pods, I think, are
2 PCU and 1 BP.
Yep.
The workshop is 1 BP and 3 PCU.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do
we
my
have
math correct,
4 BP left.
4 BP
Or-
left and 123 PCU.
Which,
I'll put that down in the notes.
You can always hold the BP until you can figure out something better to use.
Or we
I
could
think this is good to start off with.
we
Okay.
could pump a little bit.
Just get the basic anti-hacking system for 3.
And then
That's-
upgrade the computer one more stage.
Well,
Up to you guys.
I do like the anti-hacking system.
Yeah, I would second the anti-hacking.
It increases the DC to hack in by 1, which is not a lot.
I mean,
No,
mean-
but it's something at least.
I mean, it seems like the only one of those.
yeah.
And it doesn't take any power.
Hey, it's always a plus.
We could always purchase this more than once too.
Up
So
to
you
4
could buy it up
times.
to 4 times.
Presumably, we will get more BP when the ship's tier upgrades, correct?
Which is when
Yeah.
your level upgrades.
Okay.
Because the chart goes average. So you'll get 20 BP.
You're cutting out.
You get 20 BP when you hit level 6.
Okay.
And then the next jump will be 25. So when you guys level, the ship levels up and you can upgrade it, stuff like that.
We're gonna need we're gonna need to meet up not during sessions or stick around after sessions.
Yes, this will be something we'll have to, or you
Learn.
just have you can designate someone to charge that type of stuff, and you get, requests in, and you figure out what's best, right? But I would recommend meeting up, but that's up to
I
you
mean,
guys.
if
I'm
we
not gonna-
designated people, it would be the mechanics. Anybody? To be fair.
I'd rather
Um,
meet up on a different day. I'm not gonna stay after session because I'll be way too freaking tired.
Sounds
Mhm.
good. All right, so I think this. Are we good with the anti-hacking system?
Yep.
I
So
support it.
3 BP there,
So
We
that was
have,
security.
1 left.
yeah, 1 whole BP.
So if you want to use it, you can. If we can hold it,
I
I'd
don't imagine.
say hold it.
Is there
I don't think 1 BP is going to make that much of a difference.
make an upgrade to a duo node computer?
I would like that. Like, if we're going to be able to afford something, it's probably going to be like, it's not going to be like 21 BP 9 times out of 10.
And,
Okay.
and we can downgrade that as well, right?
Sure, yeah.
yeah, it's like if you could upgrade, you could downgrade.
We could do the upgraded computers.
Yeah. So duo node, so we get a 2 plus 1s.
I hate to be this guy, but are we going to look at manufacturers at all?
I don't think that has a list of items. That is literally a list of manufacturers that make things.
Yeah, but they give they're supposed they give perks apparently.
Yeah, so let's see.
Who
Only a
knows?
ship manufactured or significantly refitted by that company gains the perk.
We special ordered it, okay?
Yeah,
Nice.
because we can totally do that at the beginning of it.
Yeah, Space Porsche is very accommodating.
Space Porsche. Okay.
Compiler Enterprises, it's external expansion bays installed on comp starships cost only 2 BP each. I don't know what the fuck that means, but
If you
they're
chose it, you'd have to use 2 BP of your build to do that.
Okay.
I say we just upgrade the computers. And
Mm.
that's the end of our points.
Yeah.
It costs 2 BP to get a manufacturer.
We don't have two, we only had one left.
No, I'm asking if
Oh.
that's the case.
Comp and starships. Oh, I get it. So an external, let's say you wanted to put something on the outside, it would cost 2 BP rather than.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you wanted like an outside of the ship expansion bay, it would cost 2 PB instead of 3, which you still have to spend, but it's an option down the road.
See, while physical durability is a top priority for A tech, The manufacturer has also identified digital security as a growing concern. On ATEC starships, an anti-hacking system costs 2 PP rather than 3 PP to install and upgrade.
Ooh. I will say that I think long term the other one would still be better, but short term that is hot. I will not deny it.
That's
I,
ramming.
the Norikama Syndicate can install luxurious crew quarters for allies and employees at the cost of 3 BP rather than 5, using imitation materials in place of more expensive finish.
Some of these,
I can get magic missile.
some of these don't seem like they provide any benefits.
Yeah, I don't know about those, but the ones I do, I'm just trying to look at those.
Huh.
Oh,
A Dari Crucible works. The unique golden coating on crucible vessels, called Isaris, protects the crew from radiation. If the ship is hit by an effect with the Irradiate special property, treat the Irradiate as one level weaker. Irradiate high becomes Irradiate medium, medium, low, low, and Irradiate low has no effect.
that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I see one that's the Redshift Revolution ship can use standard navigation to go into orbit or land in 1 hour, travel point to point on a planet in 1D3 hours, reach a satellite in 1D6 hours, and travel in a star system in 1D4 plus 2 days. Might be good for getting around.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. Do you want to mess around with this? Or
I'd rather not, because
It seems more complex, and also it would require us to interact directly with these manufacturers, which is not something my character would probably be interested in.
I mean, we could also it could theoretically be that this is like a ship that I got and just flew it in with or maybe without some of the modifications. Eh.
I think we could put this in the back pocket for the next time we have to make a ship.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
sounds good. We'll just bank 1 BP then.
No, we upgraded the computers
Yeah,
now.
Oh,
we
you're
spent
right.
the last
Yeah.
one on the computer upgrade.
All
yeah.
right, we're all built. This is the ship. What is the ship's name?
Like just like space, but like you hit the space bar ship.
Oh, the rating the that was 8, right? Speed is 8. DT0.
Which design did anybody, do we ever actually like vote on the design of the ship? It might help us with the
No,
name.
we did not.
Nope.
I just have my top 3. This one, and this one.
All right. Which,
What was the first one?
You can actually just mark it.
yeah. Which speaking of which, if you look at the board, what ship do you guys want?
What are we looking at?
This is
The
for
board.
just your token when it's flying around.
I like this one.
Okay. Yeah, mark it with your color.
Oh, I
Your
didn't realize the board was that big. I thought it was just the
Oh.
one ship that was on the screen.
Oh, that
no.
really need to pick a different.
That explains a lot.
Gotta pick that one for now.
Okay. So which ship do we like
Why?
the look of for
Why
the
is that so?
token?
Why is that so dark still?
Oh, you gotta change
Oh
the
no,
color
I'm
up top.
dumb. Yeah, I'm cool. Way to go, mate. Paying all the attention.
All right, so we've got two. Looks Alex has picked his top three. Okay, we've got those two. Got 2 votes each. Okay. These are the ones I just have available. I looked up some. So far, I've got one with 3.
The bottom left one, those 2 green marks are mine. Don't ignore those 2.
Yep. I got that has 3. Which is your number 1, Anna?
This one.
That one? Okay.
Yep.
Because that's kind of like what I'm tie breaking on. 3, okay. 1, got it. And 2 over there. Thank you. Spar, any choices that you're seeing?
Um, I'm pretty okay with any of the two either of the two we're looking at. Either of those two.
Okay.
Sort of partial to this one with the thrusters because it looks cooler.
Okay, so I'm gonna eliminate that one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. All right, so between those two, which one do we like better? Left or right?
I'm a right guy.
Okay, so Alex, 1 vote over here. Okay. Anna.
I like the smaller one better.
So the one on the right, got it. Check.
Yeah.
Feiwi,
The left.
left. Polgara.
The right.
Well, I think the voting has been made.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
Okay, so this will be your token. As a group, that is your token. And let me scale it down for you. There we go. So, all players will get to control this. So anyone can move it. There are a few neat things that you need to know, such as there's like the little people stop moving for a second. You can like tilt it like that. You can rotate it to like face directions.
How?
Nope.
There's a little tab at the top when you highlight it.
Ah, I see.
So
What are we going to use for facing direction wise? Like, are we going to use the tab or are we going to use something on the actual token?
up to you. I think the tab would relatively say that's,
I
you know,
think it would be confusing if the tab is facing one way and the picture of the ship is facing another.
so we could use the picture of the ship then, if you want.
Yeah, I think just the
Yeah.
orientation
I
of the
I think
image.
that's going to be much easier to keep it straight because the tab is only visible when you click on it.
So basically, this would be going forward, then going
Yes.
up. This would be going right at that point. That would be going down.
I mean,
It's kind of weird. It's an angle.
if you wanted to, I could like edit the image so that it's oriented correctly.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
if you
moving
want to. Yeah, you want me to send it to you?
Yes, please.
Yeah, 1 segundo. There, dropping it in Discord. This is just the image I found.
so the way that like I see it,
So
like
I don't know how to edit images well. So if you can mess with it if you want. Okay, second question. I have some interiors for you to choose. Number 1. You're gonna have to zoom out a little. This one has like a split interior. There's like some tops and bottoms, you know?
Oh, this is all one?
Yep.
Okay.
So we got that one. Let me know when you guys have taken a good look at it, got it in your head.
Where would the tech workshop, the escape pods, and the ghost
We
dragon?
can
Figure that out later.
we can assign numbers and stuff to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'm just
showing
saying
you
for
options.
future planning that just so we have it in mind for that. Like,
Yeah. What I'm saying is, I have a second option, which is this guy. It's more of like a kind of a cargo-ish freighter, kind of with like, numbers already in it. This is an option. Yeah, just something for like, like a screen that we can go to
When we're in
and
the
like
ship,
do
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So the outside doesn't matter as much. How do you want? And the third one I have used in other games before.
The old faithful.
The Old
Uh,
Faithful.
Yeah, this
Uh,
this also seems vaguely familiar.
Might or might not be where Tickle almost.
Almost game ended himself.
from nostalgia purely, this is my vote. I can't.
Me too, honestly.
Based on what I saw, I like the first one.
The first one? Okay. I can reshow that one if you want. If you need any of the
Yeah,
other
because
ones, let me know.
I had Photoshop up at the time, so I didn't see.
Let me grab the first one again.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I liked that one.
Okay. So we've got 2 for the nostalgia vote. We've got 1 for the first one I've Feiwi. Preferences? Need me to
well,
show
it's-
different ones again?
it sounds like Second Ships is kind of out.
Yeah.
So far, unless 2 people vote for it, then we split.
If Nat's D3 roll means she's picking the third ship, then that's 3 votes already. So,
Nat, is that your vote?
Yeah, I couldn't decide, so I just thought I'd just
that's
roll.
fine. That's perfectly
Cool.
fine. I'm cool with
My
that.
vote doesn't matter.
Congratulations.
Sorry.
So, I'm gonna lay out some. No, never mind. You can put the distillery wherever you want in this ship.
Sorry, what?
Distillery? What?
I won't be distilling in this particular.
I don't think we're that kind. We're those kind of pirates.
Again, Jack Sparrowhawk.
I think you could distill in this one. I'm just saying.
I mean, I think he could too, but he's gonna cook, to be honest. So I guess, which I mean, it could happen. It could happen.
His name is Jack, not Jesse.
Look, I've had
Someone got it.
I've had distilleries and drugs being on board.
You've had a whole drug lab on this ship before.
Yes. And before
There's
that,
also the mop
distillery.
bucket room.
The mop bucket room was here. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This was in another campaign you weren't in. They happened to choose the exact same ship.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
We've got 4 cargo holds, and this thing has 4 big
Yeah.
the weird
And look, it
shaped
has
rooms.
escape pods.
Yeah.
Already there.
Yeah, and 6 of them. How perfect!
Look at that.
See
Perfect.
that? It was meant to be. This ship's always good.
This is the interior of your ship. Don't mind the exterior.
I think this has been used as the interior of every ship I've played Starfinder in.
So far.
Yeah.
Why is there a weird dent on the door to the captain's cabin?
Don't mind
Don't
bought
question
it
it.
used. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so now we have some important. I did the little bits on your background last time, right?
Did you?
Yes, I did.
But he heard a bit of our background.
Oh yeah.
I took the short cliff notes that I wanted. Oh yeah, 1 second. Oh, I need to get your new character stuff going. Sorry. Ooh, perfect. Thank you. A save image. Tokens.
Yeah, I'll either make a day of well, the rest of tonight or tomorrow or sometime and
Okay.
really go into it.
So, real important. How are you guys wanting to, or do you want to leave that in my capable?
You're cutting out again.
I'm assuming how are we going to meet, or do we want to leave it to his capable hands?
That was exactly what I said.
I
can do it. Don't worry. It's fine.
I think it's okay for you to leave it, but I will say that my character will probably want to build up a ship and crew to go after his traitorous, the people that betrayed him. So that could just be the impetus for the whole thing.
Got it. I know exactly. Oh, I got a great idea.
If no one else wants to do anything else, I think that's just a good jumping off point. Also, it is getting kind of late.
That's what I was gonna do. Jack Sparrowhawk. Okay.
Captain Jack Sparrowhawk.
Captain. I'm gonna put that in parentheses. Or
As
should
is
that be
always
like,
right.
or like air quotes, like Captain? Right?
I'm just shaking my head.
Is this adding years or days to the couch?
I
I,
don't know. I'm
I,
still deciding.
I don't think the amount of time that I am stuck on the couch can be measured by human time fragments. It's
Okay. One last
You
little.
mere mortals.
Have we decided on a name for this ship?
I have a suggestion, but considering I have already elected myself the captain and made other decisions, I'm okay with letting other people suggest things.
Does that have something
Before
to
I
do
say
with,
mine.
does it have something to do with like clams, pearls, or cloisters?
No. In fact, the name of the ship that was taken from me by the traders was the White Pearl. No, I was not going to name our new ship after Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, I like this token a lot better. This is a lot easier.
Shocking.
In fact, my choice would have been a reference to something else that Nat may recognize if she remembers. If no one else has a suggestion, I'll say it. The
I
Nirvana.
mean,
So,
Nirvana.
Oh, Nirvana, like the band. Got it.
Actually, it's a reference to one of my favorite anime. One of the
Oh,
first
okay.
anime that Nat and I watched together, titled Vandred.
Oh, Vandred. I remember that one.
You might not
Vaguely.
remember it, Nat, because that was pretty
years
close
ago.
to 8 years ago now.
Any other
Yeah.
ship name suggestions offhand?
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Okay.
I chat GBT'd it. I had the Black Comet, Stealth Stinger, Phantom Marauder, Shadow Edge, Star Vulture, Silent
Ooh.
Crusader, Nebula Reaper, Quick Strike Rogue, Cosmic Scoundrel, Eclipse
I
Raider.
do like the Shadow Edge. That's fucking edgy. I like it.
I
It
like
hits my.
I
It
like
hits
picking
my
something that
brain.
means something rather than just an AI generated name.
That's fair. I'm just okay. Here's the deal. If you have an idea for ship name, tag it ship name, and then put it in the chat. Sound good? And then at the beginning of next session, we will name the. All
Do
right.
we have to name it right now?
No, what I'm saying is, put it in in the Friday game chat. So
No,
we can reference it.
yeah, I just what I mean is like if we want to,
It needs a name.
yeah, but if we want to name it something that means something, like we have to do stuff in it to mean for it to mean anything, you know. It might come out a little bit. It might come about naturally by
you
the
name the
interest.
ship before you launch it.
What about the HMS Nirvana?
The HMS Nirvana.
Okay, so Jack Sparrowhawk is out for revenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get more details later. I'm just kind of getting like a Cliff Notes thing.
Yes.
Let's see. Alex's character was named what?
Lucian.
Lucian. What? Why is Lucian out in the waste of space?
Was kind of trying to figure that out. The only thing that I can really
Just
guess
something.
is that
It doesn't have to be detailed. Just like, why would you be like down on your luck enough to be recruited by Jack Sparrowhawk?
my guess is that the aunt and uncle like threw my name in the mud, and because of that, I can't like go someplace else. All the other like rich people are
And
like,
maybe what he's getting at is what is
I got blackballed.
what is the
Basically.
goal
Okay.
that you're striving towards, I guess.
No, but I just need a reason for him to be there.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
We can work out goals kind of as when he has more time to
Yeah.
think.
I just mean like I got blackballed, so like I'm looking
bad
for work.
reputation, no work.
Like,
Got it.
Yeah. So like maybe they're looking for somebody to do mechanic work on the ship or something. I'm like,
Well, don't worry.
maybe
I
I'll-
have a grand plan. Karina, why are you out in the wastes?
I escaped from my indentured servitude, basically.
Escape from indentured servitude. Cool, you're going to be wanted.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm a
What
pirate.
did you think?
lovely.
Perfect.
You'll be right at home.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be fine.
What's Paul Gar's character's name? New name is
Balderon.
Belderon.
By the way,
I
Nat,
just
the video I did for the FF14 16 crossover event that went public, and someone left a comment on the video commenting on your character's name.
Nice. Polgar is a great name. Why is your character out in the middle of nowhere in space, being recruited by some random person? Why would they be in that area?
she's just exploring.
An explorer. Okay. You're just traveling? Like why?
She just likes to see, like, just go off on adventures and just see everything that can possibly be seen.
Which deity did you end up going with?
Went with Desna.
I think Desna's thing is like finding the truths of the universe or something, so like not that you have to go with that, but
No, she's just simply an
The
explorer. She
savior.
just wants to go,
Okay.
just likes to travel. There's
Yeah.
just no reason. It's
yeah,
just
her character's a witch
Wanderlust.
warper, so she can literally travel realities.
Okay, perfect.
she just thought it'd be fun.
Drake.
Yes.
Why in the hell are you out in the middle of nowhere, getting recruited by random people?
Why are you in the spaceport of Tortuga?
I fucking knew you were.
10 years.
You laugh. I might actually use that name.
Oh, no.
Actually, no, add 20 years.
Don't worry, I'm
You're
controlling how
forever
you.
on the couch.
I'm controlling how you guys meet. Don't worry.
I'm going to try not to make everything a Pirates of the Caribbean reference, but that one was too easy.
Don't worry, it won't be
Actu-
Tortuga.
For every Pirates of the Caribbean reference, you have to buy me a cat.
Oh God.
Oh, okay, you should make that a penalty though, because that's not a penalty. More cats is
Depends on how
better.
many cats. Depends on how many cats you end up
He might
with.
just rack out more. So you have
Actually,
more
no.
cats.
A husky. You'd have to buy me a
Okay,
husky
no,
for
okay,
everyone.
that's an outright threat.
Oh no. Oh my
That's a
god,
lot
no.
of noise. I wouldn't
No,
be okay with
One
that.
husky is a lot of noise.
Yeah, I
imagine
wouldn't be
multiple
okay with that.
huskies.
Well, and
Mm-mm.
huskies activate the husky in other dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So Drake, why are you out in the middle of nowhere?
I was sent by my employer to, I guess, spread or build connections and be a good representative for the company. Feiwi Fortifications
And so joining
or
a pirate
Forte.
is the best thing you can come up with.
I mean,
Don't,
hey,
don't worry.
guy needs to get paid while he's out promoting the good name of his company.
Maybe you got tricked.
Maybe.
We'll
Although,
find out.
although
next week.
if you're operative soldier, that's kind of not likely. I feel like you'd be able to see through that.
I could also. I mean, I'm also looking to get experience so I could be a better soldier guy for my company.
Okay, cool. You're definitely a one.
So what I
Yeah,
just linked in the Discord
yeah,
is
definitely a what?
You're definitely a low man on the totem pole. I'm telling you.
what
Because
I linked.
where I'm sending you, they're not sending reputable people.
So what I
Huskies.
linked in the Discord is what a free husky household is like.
There is zero chance of me ever recording any Let's Play with literal air sirens going off at my house. Just the air raid sirens just going off at any hour of the day.
There's 16 inches of soundproofing on my wall. They're still getting through.
But they're so cute, though.
It's like I love huskies, but just
Oh
A-
no, that's not okay.
Alien Isolation, but instead of the alien noises, it's the husky screams.
Oh my
No.
god.
Jurassic
All
Park.
right. I think I've perfect. I just need Declan's first week, and we can handle that on the day. So next week will be officially session. Sorry it took so long to build the ship, but I think it needed to be a group thing.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
shame that
It
Declan couldn't be here, but I feel like things wouldn't have ended up that differently, probably.
No, I think it'd have been fine.
Yeah.
All right. So next week, oh my goodness, we will begin session 1 officially, which means it's going to be interesting time when I think of how Jack Sparrowhawk is going to do things.
Yeah, well, if you look at the bio for my character, you can see my short-term goal as well. So,
Sweet, I will look at it. Ooh, cursed treasure again.
How original.
Yes, how original indeed.
That's a cat.
see, the funny part is that in this story, Jack is the one that got cursed and not the traders. So
Ah,
it's not like Pirates of the Caribbean at all.
oh, what a twist!
What a twist! Twist on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wow,
Wait,
calm down there, Ryan Johnson.
wait until you hear the names of my traitorous crew members.
Oh boy.
I'm very proud of them, and Nat is very angry at me for them.
Oh, I love you. I love them.
I've sent them to you before, Kadon. They're
I
currently
know.
on screen for anyone watching the video.
Oh my goodness, I love it. So good. I forget things like I honestly, until I'm ready to zone it for a bit, and then I pull them when I need it.
Why would you do that?
I love the Errol Flynn one, by the way.
That's actually Errol.
No.
It's based on Aerosmith. They're all band names.
I know, but
I can hear the years
but
being
Errol
tacked
Flynn
on.
was
Right?
Errol Flynn was actually a pirate
I know,
in
but
movies.
that's kind of what it made me think of. But I also wanted them all to be band names. So.
It's wrong.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming. Next week, session 1, where we will figure out how all this all started. Practice combat for the first time.
Yeah. And
Whoa.
I don't know if anyone actually watched the stream, but if you did, thank you.
I know this is not the best opener, but it's best for everyone to see. Like,
Yeah.
we have to do this because it's not something I can do. If I set them up a ship, it's not the same as them building. They
Yeah.
need to understand.
It wouldn't be our ship.
It is their
Nope.
ship. We will name the
Would have
ship next
crashed
week.
it.
Also, would have not understood anything.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm going to be
Well,
honest.
see everyone next week then.
Alrighty. I'm going to
Whoa.
end the stream now.